Hey, Jimmy, Thomas Drance from The Athletic here. Just wanted to ask you to flesh out some of the details about the day yesterday, from the drive to where you left the car. How did it all unfold from your perspective?
Yeah, I drove from Toronto to Ottawa right when I got the official word at noon that I was claimed. Got to the rink at about 4:15 and left my car there. I was prepared to play the game, but obviously the paperwork issue, um, held that up. So watched the game and then got on the plane with the guys, and I'm in Montreal now.
And so what do you, was it your car? Was it a rental car? What are you going to do with that? Is it just sitting in a Canada cornfield at the moment?
It's at the rink, the Canadian Tire Center, and we're going to coordinate to have it shipped to wherever I would like.
Okay, next up we'll go to Daniel Wagner.
Oh, welcome to the Canucks, first of all.
Thank you.
So you're joining another Hobey Baker winner with the Canucks and Adam Gaudette. Are you familiar with him at all? Have you touched base with him at all as another Boston area player?
Yeah, I'm definitely familiar with him. I don't know him all that well, but we have a lot of mutual friends. Boston hockey world is pretty small, and a lot of guys I knew from growing up played with him at Northeastern. So, it was nice to see him in the locker room yesterday, and looking forward to getting to know him better.
And you've kind of been on the fourth line with Toronto, not getting a lot of offensive opportunity. Are you looking forward to perhaps getting more opportunity with the Canucks given their current roster situation?
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to playing more, hopefully, and and talking to the coaches yesterday, just trying to figure out the systems, and then hopefully I can get up to speed quickly, and then contribute to the team and help this team. They're right in the playoff race, so I'm looking forward to this stretch run.
Next up is Ben Kuzma.
Hey, Jimmy, it's Ben Kuzma from Post Media. You were a spectator last night, but you probably got a pretty good look at the guy in the visiting net. 5 years ago, you and Thatcher Demko crossed paths in the NCAA, and he did what he normally does. I think he had 33 saves that game to beat you guys. What do you remember about that game? And how impressed are you, even on first sight, how good Demko has been, not only for these guys, but in the league?
Yeah, well, first of all, I think that was the last game of my college career. And from what I remember, BC had a really good team and probably was the better team. And, we put on a little bit of a push, but obviously, like you said, Thatcher made a lot of saves. And yeah, he's been great. Obviously this year, I've seen him more being in the Canadian division and been really impressed with him. Sometimes I think, it feels like, college goalies are few and far between a little bit in the league. And I think he's come in and done a great job, and obviously looks poised to have a long career in the NHL.
Jimmy, you had 3 decent years at the Rangers where you're pushing toward 20 goals. What would it take you to get back to that?
I think obviously last year wasn't what I wanted. Got off to a bad start in Buffalo, but as the year went on, I progressed, and it's tough to say, but if you throw out the first 20 games of that year, I think I was statistically about on the same pace as what I had been in New York. This year, I think I just I played a little bit up the lineup to start the year, but mostly was down the lineup, and Toronto's got a lot of talent, obviously, and a lot of depth, and was a competitive roster. So looking forward to this opportunity, and gonna try to take it and get back to where I was, like you said. But I'm excited for the challenge and excited for the opportunity.
We'll go now to Ian McIntyre.
Hi, Jimmy. I'm guessing that your journey through the NHL isn't quite what you envisioned it would be when you came out of college. Can you just talk about that journey, and has it been a challenge to you, kind of mentally and at times, maintaining confidence?
I would say, it's my journey has been great. I wouldn't trade anything in. Played in, some great organizations and met a lot of lifelong friends. I didn't know coming out of college, obviously there was a lot of potential, but didn't really know what I would be at this level. And I had a lot of leverage at that point, and I did what I felt put me in the best place to make the NHL and to stay. And it's been a great 4.5 years so far. But in terms of the league, yeah, it's a challenge. I think if 82 game season, and I always tell people that the highs are really high and the lows can be really low. So it is challenging. We're all athletes and put a lot of pressure on ourselves to perform. But I would put myself in that category as well. But at the end of the day, I've had a great time, and like I said, wouldn't trade my journey in for anything.
And can you tell us a little bit about your background playing with JT Miller? Because I believe you played with him both on the Rangers and the World Junior, and that might be a fit for you here at times with the Canucks too.
Yeah, know Millsy very well. Like you said, World Juniors, we won a gold medal, and then played a 1.5 years in New York, and got pretty close there. He was in Boston for a couple days this summer, and we had dinner, and we were supposed to golf, but got rained out. So I know Millsy really well, and it's great to have a familiar face in the locker room. And he was one of the first people that reached out.
All right, our last hand raised here is Chris Faber.
Hey, Jimmy, welcome to the Canucks, first of all. I'm sure it's not a great feeling to be sent down to waivers from a team, but looking forward to what you have now with the Canucks organization, does it just give you excitement about a new fresh start?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm excited for the opportunity, and from talking to the coaches, looks like I might have a more prominent role on the team than what I had with Toronto. So you got to love that opportunity and that chance to succeed ultimately. So I think this team has a lot of good pieces in place, and hopefully I can add to the mix and help this team just win hockey games.
And looking at the Canucks forward group right now, there looks to be some opportunities for you to slide back into a top 6 role. How confident are you in your abilities that you're able to do that at the NHL level?
I've played up and down the lineup, played with, I guess in New York and in Buffalo. I've, played stretches of games with their top 6. So I always felt that, when I'm on top of my game, that I belong there. I think for me, it's just a matter of consistency and being able to do that every night. And, that's something I still am striving for.
Okay, and we'll take one last follow-up here from Ian McIntyre.
Jimmy, you chose Toronto for a reason to play there. Was it, what was your emotion when you heard that you'd been claimed on waivers? Was there initially disappointment, or do you, being down the lineup there, were you looking for a chance to play up the lineup somewhere else? Maybe just talk us through your feelings yesterday.
Um, y- yeah, it's obviously, it's shitty, I guess, when you get put on waivers. No one really wants to experience that. But at the same time, I've been claimed by Vancouver, and to me, that means that they wanted to bring on another contract, and they wanted me, so I'm really excited for it. But at the end of the day, no one wants to be put on waivers. No one wants to not be playing that much or playing down the lineup, and maybe going in and out of the lineup. We're all athletes and competitors, and we want to perform. So overall, I'm just really excited to have this chance.